My name is Joseph McDaniel, and I'm an Arizona bankruptcy attorney. And since 2005, I also get to tell you that I'm a debt relief agency, and I help people and businesses file for bankruptcy. Today's bankruptcy observation is that if you're contemplating a bankruptcy in Arizona, here's a secret about cars in bankruptcy cases and afterward: Edmunds True Market Value. So what do you use to value cars for purposes of listing them in your schedules? Well, you probably ought to use excellent condition, private party sale value from Kelley Blue Book, because the bankruptcy trustee in Arizona will do exactly that. At a very minimum, you need to be aware of the excellent private party sale value so you can explain why the vehicle doesn't meet the excellent criteria, and be prepared to have the vehicle inspected to determine for sure that it doesn't have any transmission, and to explain where the transmission has gone. On the other hand, some Arizona bankruptcy debtors, prior to filing or after a bankruptcy filing, need to buy a car. In negotiating for that car, there's another tool they can use: the Edmunds True Market Value. Now, I don't get a kickback or honorarium from Edmunds, but if I were going to buy a car, either prior to filing a bankruptcy or after a bankruptcy, once I'd let my expensive lease or expensive car payment go to the way of the dodo, I'd use Edmunds for a new or for a used car before or after a bankruptcy. Why? Well, I know a smart couple. They went to a dealer to buy a car. They handed the sales guy the page with the Edmunds True Market Value on it, and they paid $8,000 less for the same make and model as the lovely couple who didn't use Edmunds. And that, I might add, is an entirely true story. Knowledge is power, according to Francis Bacon. Now, not all knowledge is actual day-to-day power. If you know Green Lantern's charging oath by heart, backwards, it will probably not give you great benefit on a day-to-day basis. If you know how to make a souffle that will not fall and is adequately fluffy, you can earn the love of your friends' taste buds. But you probably already have that, what with a homemade ice cream and all. On the other hand, knowing what a car that you wish to purchase or sell is really worth seems a very useful chunk of knowledge if you're going to be buying or selling cars. Obviously, if you're going to buy a vehicle prior to bankruptcy, you need to be sensitive to the exemption limits for vehicles in Arizona, assuming that you qualify for the use of those exemptions, and to the issues related to pre-bankruptcy planning. And you'll want to sell cars, if you do, for fair market value, not for a buck to your sister. And you'll want to keep track of where you spent the doughs. And you'll want to understand the phrase, pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. And list any substantial transactions in your schedules, of course. And recall that nothing whatsoever that you do or do not do prior to a bankruptcy case is without risk. Thank you very much.